Capitol Hill, Republican congressman from Oklahoma, our friend, Representative Tom Cole. Good to have you on board this morning.
Great to be with you.
Okay, so are Republicans going to have changes on the way, or are we going to see more confrontation and efforts to repeal Obamacare and just stop everything?
Probably a mixture of both, but frankly, we need to get some things done. There's no question about that. I look at the election as obviously very much a repudiation of the president, and I think the Democrats in the Senate. But if we follow the same strategy, that is not take on tough issues, not move things through, not compromise, then we'll see the same results in 2 years that the Democrats saw. So I think it's pretty imperative on us to get something done.
Do you think we'll see movement on immigration?
I think we probably will. I think Speaker Boehner wants to do something on that. A lot of it depends on whether or not the Democrats want a solution or they want to use it as a weapon the next election. Look, they had complete control of Congress for 4 years, 2 different presidents that would have signed any bill that they brought up, and they didn't bring up a bill. And with all due respect to the president who talks about this, he promised in 2008 he would have a bill on the floor in 100 days. He never did. So it's a tough issue. I'll give everybody that. But it's also something we need to deal with. But there's a lot of issues we need to deal with. We need to get the economy, I think, first and foremost, moving again.
So, Tom, you're obviously a smart guy who understands politics, we think, better than most on Capitol Hill. I was just talking about the cycles, and you can go back to 1994, Republicans and Democrats 2 years later, then Republicans 2 years. It's gone on and on and on. What does the Republican Party do to avoid just being a part of this cycle that we've seen over the past decade, where one party gets power for 2 years, gets kicked out, the other party gets power for 2 years, gets kicked out?
Well, I think, first of all, it produces. Really, you know, from 94 till 2006, we had relative stability. We did change presidential power, but frankly, it was a good run for Republicans. And I think it was a good run because for most of that time, look, they balanced the budget. We had job creation. They got things done. People actually liked divided government for about 6 years between Bill Clinton and a Republican Congress. It's imperative for us to get there again. And that means, again, moving. The lame duck, to me, is the first sign. Can we pass an omnibus spending bill so we don't risk the government shutdown? Can we actually pass the tax extender so we have some certainty in the tax code? Can we sit down and begin work, hopefully pass, but at least begin work on Syrian authorization so we don't have presidents able to go to war any place, anytime they want on the basis of things that were passed before most members were even in Congress? Those are things we could do now, and then we need to have a very aggressive and productive agenda early on next year.